I'd like to share another portion of my book, The Soul's Journey in Grief and Grace. And this is in Alexander, my son in spirit. This is in his voice. The moment I knew I was no longer in a body. At first, there was no panic, only a pause, a stillness, as if the noise of the world had been switched off and something softer, faster took its place. I didn't see a tunnel. I didn't float above my body, watching the scene unfold. After that first moment of weightlessness, of remembering, I felt myself cradled in a presence that was more than a place, not a room, not a landscape, a state of being. Everything was soft yet clear. There was no rush. Time no longer existed the way it had before. I simply stepped into something more. There was light, yes, but not blinding and not directional. It was as if the air itself carried memory, as if I was breathing in, knowing. The density of pain lifted off of me, like coats I had worn too long without realizing their weight. No more ache in my bones, no more static in my mind, just clarity and breath and space. The next part came slowly, not as a rush, but as a kind of awakening. I began to feel my name again, not Alexander as a label, but the deeper truth of me. That's when the life review began, not with judgment, not with shame, but with love. It was like watching a tapestry of my life being unrolled, every thread carrying its own feeling. A life review is not punishment, it's not about judgment, it's a return to truth. When a soul crosses over, there is often a natural unfolding, a gentle process of being guided through the light just lived. It isn't a slideshow of achievements or failures. It is an immersion in the energy of one's impact, what we gave, what we withheld, how we made each other feel, and where we grew or resisted growth. And here's what many people miss: we don't review our life only as ourselves. We also feel it from the perspective of others. We sense what our words stirred in another's heart. We feel the grief we caused and the grace we offered, even in innocence. And through all of it, we are held in a love that is unconditional and without end. The purpose of a life review is not shame, it is clarity. It helps us choose what comes next, whether that is healing in the spirit realm, preparation for another lifetime, or service to those still walking the earth. My review became a turning point. It was not only about understanding my struggles, it was about reclaiming the full brilliance of who I was before the pain and choosing how I would serve from the other side. The good moments shivered, laughter with you, Mom, hugs with my brother, Asher, quiet nights talking to Dad, dancing, singing, ordinary moments I forgot to cherish, but that were still woven with light. I remember the Monterey Bay Aquarium, standing for what felt like hours with my forehead pressed against the glass, mesmerized by jellyfish. You never rushed me. You let me stay. And that patience felt like love, quiet love. I remember breakfast at home. I would come in groggy, and you were already humming or dancing in your socks. The smell of coffee filling the kitchen, the way you smiled when I walked in. I didn't say it then, but it grounded me. With Asher, it was always an adventure. Our bike rides, our made up games. We fought, of course, but underneath I admired his steadiness. He had a quiet bravery even when I didn't, and I loved him more than I knew how to show. And Dad, I remember the beach, his hand gripping mine in the waves. I can still feel it, the salt water, the pull of the tide, the trust. He didn't say much, but he showed up. That mattered. These are things I always carry with me. The painful parts, too. But I was not alone when I faced them. Guides stood with me, souls I did not know by name but recognized by their presence and their frequency. I saw where I had caused hurt, not because I was bad, but because I was hurting. I saw the ripple effect of my choices, the texts I didn't return, the silence that cut into you, but then the kindness I offered a stranger on the street. I saw your pain, I felt it, not to drown in guilt, but to understand. In my life review, I saw the times I shut you out, I saw you standing in doorways asking if I was okay, wanting to help, and I remembered how often I shrugged, grew irritated, or gave you one word answers. It wasn't only teen moodiness, it was fear. It was shame. I didn't know how to let you in without breaking. I saw the way my silence hurt you. I saw Asher looking at me, looking as if he no longer knew who I was. He loved me, but he couldn't trust me, not fully. I had pulled too far away, and he didn't know how to reach me. And I felt the heartbreak in Dad's body when he realized he couldn't fix it. There were nights I came home high or didn't come home at all, and I saw you waiting, pretending to be asleep. The ripple of that anxiety moved through your whole body. It wore on you. It aged you. I never meant to cause harm. I was only trying to quiet my own pain. But in the review, I felt it all, not as punishment, but as truth. And in that truth came the desire to do better, to be better from here. And when I look at you now, I am full of love, no shame. That's it for now. Let me know if you have any questions. And please let me know if you would like to be on my email list, receive the announcement when my book is published, and perhaps to pre order.